dogs of war, man's best and most loyal friend, shared the same day-to-day as the soldiers. Whether carrying messages, saving the wounded, or sweeping for mines, they never failed to fulfill their duty.
Walt, good boy! He went and got Anna! Best boy! Best boy! Come on, Anna! We gotta save Karl! He's not out of the woods yet! We can do this! Come on, Karl, hang in there! Well, we saved Marie at least. But we gotta help Karl here. Oh god, this thing. Come on, Karl. Ooh, getting there. Come on, Karl. We gotta get him to the hospital immediately. Okay, come on, Karl. Okay, that's a good start. Okay, there was some shrapnel, I guess. Come on. Okay, looks like I'm gonna need to get some help. Not the time to start collecting trinkets right now. I gotta get something for Karl. Can always use that. Okay, where is it? Where is it? No! Okay, hang on, Karl, please! No, that's not it. Oh, please tell me there's a one in here. No. God damn it, where is it? That way? Okay, come on. No, I don't want to play with the dog right now. Come on, there's gotta be one around here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is it here? Please tell me there's one here. Come on, it's gotta be around here somewhere. Hang in there, Karl, please. Downstairs? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I don't need that! Yes! Come on. Okay, I know, boy, we're getting there. Hang in there, Karl. I got it. Oh wait, no, I was in the right place. I was in the right place. Shoot. So close. Come on. Okay, come on. Oh, so close there. Come on, buddy. At least we're slowing down a little bit on this. Yes, Walt, hang in there, boy. You don't need to bark. Oh. Okay, we're getting there. Jeez, you're trying to give me a heart attack on this. But Karl lives! Yes! Oh, good news.
One look from his son was enough for Karl to forget 3 years of war and exile.
Oh.
Let's stay home.
Why did I get the achievement of some will survive?
Marie finally received a letter from her father.
Oh.
Emile.
Oh. I think I know where this is going. I mean, technically, I already do know where this is going. Military justice. Shackles. And I did just murder a man.
C'est l'heure.
Time. God damn it. This music does not fit the mood right now. Okay, now it's starting to slow down. Now you just hear the chains. I think it's safe to assume we know what's going to happen here. Some will survive.
Dearest Marie, as the war ends for me, I have no regrets. I've seen too much horror. I hope fate has been more merciful to you. Our time on Earth is brief, and mine has been filled with so much joy that I can only be thankful for how much I've been blessed, most especially for the wonder you brought into my life. This letter is my last. I've been found guilty by a military court for the death of an officer.
Oh, Freddy.
It was not my intention to kill him. War makes men mad. Though I failed Karl, I know my sacrifice has not been in vain.
Oh, Walt. Sorry you couldn't be there. Well, actually, no, I'm glad you're not there.
I
Same
fought
with you,
for my
man.
country and my liberty. My honor is assured. Since it is the will of God to separate us on earth, I hope we'll meet again in heaven. Keep me in your prayers. Your loving Papa. Always.
And he died thinking he failed his son-in-law, when in the end his son-in-law was saved. I think that's the more harder thing of this.
Even though their bodies have long since returned to dust, their sacrifice still lives on. We must strive to cherish their memory and never forget.
Appropriate Memorial Day wasn't too long ago. I knew this would get me pretty good. I could definitely feel a little wetness around the side of the eyes. It's not full-blown crying. I almost expected that, but this one definitely... It's hard. My god. That ending is powerful. This whole game technically is powerful, considering the cartoony art style of it and some of the goofy moments of it, like, again, the chase scenes with the classical music. This, I think, is a pretty unique game. And that it, well, for one, it touches on the story of World War I. Most games tend to always go for World War II, probably because, like, in that one, there's the overarching big baddie you could focus on to make a bigger storyline. But with this, with World War I, there wasn't really an overarching bad guy. They kind of forced a bad guy onto this one, which I don't quite agree with, but the original World War, a lot of it was less about fighting an overarching villain and kind of more just a lot of problems in between things. And again, this was the 3 years before the US joined the war, too. So you could just see from the perspective of the French, of the Germans, of the Canadians, of what happened those 3 years leading up to when eventually the US joined the war. And I think it's kind of good that they did that, kind of showing, again, the horrors of war through a different side. Because most of the time you don't always hear the entire story of it, and obviously you can only get so much from a video game. If you really want to look more into that, you would have to look into, like, actual museums, actual history of what's going on, visit these historical places. But I think this is
The war was not yet over.
Yeah. Because even after that, there was still more to come.
Its appetite was infinite.
But still, I think this did a pretty good thing. It was, in fact, quite educational. If I had gone and looked for, like, everything through the diaries and collected all the things and such, it gives you actual information of what happened during World War I, the items used, the difference between, like, the chemical warfare and such. This game definitely can teach you quite a bit, and maybe even help whet your appetite a bit more to learn of what happened. Like, this is a surprisingly impressive and emotional game, even with its unique art style. And again, I think it was kind of nice that they did that kind of thing at the end, too. You know, basically saying to remember those who came before. Remember the soldiers, the men and women who served their countries and, in the end, lost their lives defending it. Because you can say what you want about the military, or the government, or whoever's in charge, what have you. But in the end, there are real people risking themselves every day to make sure that its citizens of whatever country they're in is safe. And I think that's a good message to take away from this. Regardless of what you feel about a lot of things, at the end of the day, it's important to kind of remember the people who essentially sacrificed themselves for us, for what we live for. So I'd say that, in the end, it is a good message, even if you don't agree. But this was a very interesting game. Definitely emotional in many places. I'm glad I finally got to play it. Wow, these credits are longer than I expected. Like, you don't usually see this kind of stuff from Ubisoft, the big one. Usually you tend to associate them with Assassin's Creed and such. But some of the smaller stuff, like Ubisoft Montreal, they did this. I believe they also worked on Child of Light, which is another game I really like. It's kind of nice to see, like, a little variety within your game development. Even if it's, like, from a smaller section of the company. But yes, for everything, I'd say thank you, everyone, for sticking around and watching through this whole thing. Sad what happened to Emile, but unfortunately, sometimes these things happen, and even if you don't always agree. Anyway. Again, I quite enjoyed this. It definitely cheered me up a little. I did not full-blown cry. I expected that this was going to be the one that was going to make me cry, but it did not, surprisingly. I definitely felt a little right in the feels right there. So, with that was Valiant Hearts, The Great War. I hope you all enjoyed this. I certainly did. And I don't know what else is going to come out with this. The way they were kind of setting it up, it almost sounds like they were hoping to do another game. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. I almost kind of hope this just stays as a standalone because this was fantastic. Or at the very least do like an entire story just of Walt, because let's face it, everybody loves the dog. That dog is one of the biggest heroes in this game. But either way, with that, I'll bid you adieu. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm not sure what I'll be doing next after this, but I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making these. But for now, this is StarPrincessHLC saying thank you very much for watching, and have a fond farewell.